honestly, I wasn't planning on seeing this one at all, but because I was bamboozled by the AMC Screen Unseen February 19th, I had the insane pleasure watching Ordinary Angels early, and it's set to be released on a public release on February 23rd, 2024. Inspired by a true story, in 1994, a recovering alcoholic hairdresser played by Hilary Swank rallies the community to help a widowed father played by Alan Ritchson to save the life of his critically ill 5-year-old daughter. First, I want to say how completely shocked and surprised I was at how solid this movie actually came to be, considering how bad religion-based movies typically tend to be. However, Ordinary Angels has so much tender love and care that you often realize that from a writing, directing, and cinematography perspective, this movie is worlds ahead of many movies that have come out within the last 2 years. I'm not saying that it is the best movie, I'm just saying that it is better than a handful of other movies that we've already gotten. I mean, just last weekend I saw Bob Marley One Love, and you may like it, you may not. I thought it was fine, I just thought there was not really much directorial personality. This movie has personality, it has flair, it has an insane amount of heart to it, but most of all, it has its own directorial personality. John Gunn, not related to James Gunn, I checked, directed Ordinary Angels and wrote Jesus Revolution, of which I have not seen the latter, but most anybody who has seen Jesus Revolution has given it nothing but praise, mainly for its fresh approach to the Christian film genre. Honestly, because of Ordinary Angels, I might actually go check out Jesus Revolution. If John Gunn wrote it, it's probably gonna be a good time. Now, Meg Tilly and Kelly Freeman Craig penned Ordinary Angels, of whom Kelly wrote, directed, and produced of which Kelly wrote, directed, and produced Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, which is one of the most acclaimed movies of 2023. And for good reason! I haven't seen it myself, but once again, it's one of those movies that I haven't heard nothing but praise. The most refreshing thing about Ordinary Angels, which is honestly the same thing for Jesus Revolution, is that this movie doesn't push any type of agenda on you at all, but rather it shows you how people be, which in turn shows God and religion in an amazingly positive light. It's one that you don't see with most religion-based films, as they tend to be not really well made and very insanely pushy. Sorry, Kendrick brothers, but it's true. But not Ordinary Angels! Like I said, the approach in this movie is so refreshing. It's subtle, but it's not too subtle that you don't notice it. It's just subtle enough that if you don't really care for it, it's fine. It's there, but you don't need it to be there. But it's kind of nice that it is. If there's anything to say about John Gunn, is that he certainly has a directorial future ahead of him. There are a few speed bumps within this movie that prevent me from giving it a 90% or higher, mainly the pacing. For one, the movie is entirely too long, 1 hour and 58 minutes, including the credits, so still, that's a long movie. I understand that this story is based on true events, but pacing matters. There are moments that feel a little dragged out. It's still fine because you're there for the characters, and the characters are written and acted pretty well. I do think that this movie could have been easily 10 to 15 minutes shorter. On the flip side, keeping the runtime, perhaps instead of what feels like an extended second act, we can focus a little bit more on the first act, a little bit more developing and setting up these characters, and then we can get right to the point with the second act, because boy, that second act feels so long. But again, these characters are so charismatic that you're just there to enjoy the ride, and you just want to see what happens next. In the end, I was thoroughly and pleasantly surprised by this film, and John Gunn even managed to make me cry towards the end. There's one shot, and it's beautiful. All I'm gonna say, it just involves a scarf, and it was gorgeous, and that whole scene, gorgeous. Chef's kiss. I'm definitely gonna go see Jesus Revolution because I am just so hype up on the positive feel. So why not keep it going? I give Ordinary Angels an 8.3 out of 10. I strongly suggest that you go see it. It's definitely one of those movies that if you are in that conservative camp, go watch it. And if you want a little date night, you know, it's a good date movie. It's not a romantic movie in any case, by the way. Just keep that one in mind. It's just a wholesome story about trying to save a little girl's life. It's a great time. I mean, I would say take the family, take your mom. She would love it. My sushi media links are in the description below. Are you gonna go see it? Are you not? Did you see it because of me? Did you not? Did you find this after the fact? Let me know. Share your thoughts in the comments below. My sushi media links are also in the comments below, and I will see you next time. You've just been Montified.